Please stand and join the Pinellas County Choral faculty as they lead us in singing the Star-Spangled Banner, directed by Liza Dean, All-County Coordinator and Oak Grove Middle School Choral Director.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please welcome to the stage Jeanne Reynolds, Pinellas County Schools Specialist for the Performing Arts.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2020 Pinellas County All-County Concert, generously supported by Pinellas County Schools, the Pinellas County Music Education Association, Ruth Eckerd Hall, the City of Clearwater, and the Clearwater Arts Alliance. You know, as they're leaving, can we just have one more round of applause for those spectacular people? We wouldn't be here this evening without extraordinary educators, and I am always the luckiest person on the planet to work with such amazing colleagues. This evening's concert is a celebration of their artistry, not only in music making, but their artistry in teaching. We are so honored to be back in this wonderful hall for another all-county concert. We thank the City of Clearwater for the support. Clearwater Mayor Criticus has been such a strong supporter of arts education throughout his tenure as mayor. As he gets ready to pass the baton to another mayor, we want to thank him for his unwavering support for arts education. And in honor of his service to the community, I'd like to dedicate this evening's concert to Mayor Criticus. Please help me welcome to the stage Mayor Criticus.
I wasn't expecting that. Thank you very much. Good evening. Welcome to Ruth Eckerd Hall. Hopefully y'all noticed the improvements that we've made to the hall when y'all entered through the lobby. Isn't it beautiful? It's something that we as a community can be very proud of, to be able to showcase the arts, to give performers an opportunity to perform like nobody else in a place like nowhere else. And here our youth are going to have that same opportunity. Earlier today, my colleagues Dave Albritton, Hoyt Hamilton, Jay Poglaze, and Bob Conductor and I participated with Dr. Grego and the chairman of the school board, Carol Cook, in a unity walk from Clearwater Beach to Coachman Park. We had 800 kids from all across Pinellas County coming together to show that we as a people, no matter what our color is, no matter what our religion is, no matter what our gender is, we can come together as a community to celebrate the diversity of Pinellas County. Today, we're going to have another opportunity this evening to get that same chill that I had this morning walking with those kids, because your kids are going to really perform beautifully for all of us, and they're going to inspire us. And so I want to thank the school board, the school teachers, but most importantly, I want to thank you, because without your support in encouraging your kids, without your support in helping our teachers do what they want to do, what they love doing, we wouldn't be here tonight. So enjoy the evening, and then when you'll get home tonight, give your child a special pat on the back from all of us in the city of Clearwater, because I know we're going to be as excited tonight as I was earlier this morning. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, Mayor Criticus. We are so grateful to Ruth Eckerd Hall for the incredible partnership the Pinellas County Schools enjoys with Ruth Eckerd Hall and the Marsha P. Hoffman School of the Arts. Pinellas County Schools is honored to participate with Ruth Eckerd Hall in the prestigious Kennedy Center Partners in Education program, recognizing the strong partnership our two organizations have had for decades. Ruth Eckerd Hall generously sponsors this event so our students have the opportunity to perform in this world-class hall. I want you to notice, in addition to the concert this evening, we had a wonderful orchestra concert last night at the Mahaffey Theater, and there are upcoming concerts in your program as well. You know, these great music programs thrive because of tremendous support of school leaders, administrators, school board members, and our wonderful superintendent, as Mayor Criticus mentioned. So we have many administrators, assistant principals, folks in the audience with us this evening, and I would like, just as we get started, for a moment to ask those elected officials and district and school administrators to stand so we can recognize your support with some thunderous applause. And most of all, thank you to each and every one of you. Music education would not be thriving in Pinellas County without you, the citizens, who have supported our schools and music education through your strong support of our referendum. This initiative will be on the ballot again this year, and we thank you for your past support and look forward to sharing with you some wonderful music, the return on your investment. And I'm delighted to tell you that this concert is being recorded by our colleagues in the Strategic Communications Department. There's a link to the YouTube channel in your program. Every voice that's performing tonight is important, and we value each student. And as fate would have it, there's a few students whose names might have been left off the program. Please be aware it's already fixed. It's correct on our program on our website, and we'll be printing those programs for those students with the corrected, with all names there. This evening, I'll be sharing my MC duties with the Pinellas County Music Educators Association President, Pamela Richardson. Ms. Richardson is the music educator at New Heights Elementary School. Please welcome Ms. Richardson to the stage.
It is my pleasure to introduce our all-county middle school choir. I would like to extend my thanks and gratitude to Liza Dean, who serves as the all-county coordinator for this group. Our clinician for this group is Ms. Dallas Parkhurst. She is an accomplished director whose choirs consistently earn superior ratings. She's a very sought-after clinician. This is Ms. Parkhurst's second appearance conducting our middle school chorus. Our teachers are so thrilled that she was able to make a return to Pinellas County. Accompanying the middle school chorus this evening is Mr. Aaron Cassette, choral director at Sanderlin Middle School. There is a change in the program, and it is as follows. The first song will be Jambo Bwana, which includes various percussion instruments played by our middle school faculty members and joined by Liz Dykes, one of the elementary colleagues. Additionally, there is a vocal ensemble that features one student from each middle school. This will be followed by Over the Rainbow, with a ukulele ensemble featuring students and staff and a small vocal ensemble of our students. Third will be Two Sturdy Oaks, followed by Will You Teach Me, with an oboe solo played by our high school colleague and coordinator, Gabriel Izeri. And the final selection is The Cuckoo, featuring Liz Dykes again on the box drum. Please welcome to the stage Miss Parkhurst and the Middle School All-County Choir.
intertwined, roots are intertwined. Inseparably, 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 inseparably. Inseparably, 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 inseparably. Will you teach me how to sail through space upon a comet's tail? Will you teach me how to fly, to sail the skies on wings untried? Will you teach me how to soar, to see things never seen before, but most importantly of all, will you teach me how to fall? Will you teach me how to cry, to release the feelings deep inside? Will you teach me how to laugh and travel off the beaten path? Will you teach me how to teach me how to teach me how to face the future sight unseen?
Test. Yay! I wanted to take a moment before our last number and say thank you so much for allowing me to work with these awesomely talented kids. We've had so much fun. They rose to the challenge, and they have been working so hard, and they were so well prepared. Can we give a round of applause to their teachers? And thank you for having me and allowing me to work with your kids. They're so great. And our last piece is the cuckoo.
Weren't they just amazing? Just outstanding. Thank you so much, Ms. Parkhurst and our middle school students. Really extraordinary. I've had the pleasure of standing before many of you in this audience before, and you may have heard me say that one of the things I love about music and the performing arts is that it is an art that exists in time. And that means you can tape it and you can look at it again, but it's not the moment that we have here tonight, and that's because of you. I mean, art is the music that the musicians make, but it's in front of an audience who becomes part of the evening. And I just want to thank you for being an outstanding audience. I forgot to give one of my instructions, and you were fabulous, which is always just to wait till the conductor's hands come down, because just you don't want to miss one note, and you've been just wonderful. So it's wonderful that we get to share the evening together. Now that you've heard those amazing young musicians, as we transition to our next choir, I'd like to take a look behind the scenes to see what they had to do to prepare for this evening. Take a look.
One, two, three.
At all county, singing, learning some music, getting ready for the big performance.
All County Chorus is an ensemble that we take the best students from all of the middle schools all over Pinellas County, and they sing 5 songs as a group. They are learning about tone and musicianship.
Here we go.
Oh, it's been cool. I get to learn new songs that I haven't learned at school yet.
I find a lot of joy in the journey. So these students are learning a lot of music very, very quickly, and they're having to hold themselves accountable for a very short amount of time. And that part of the process, I think, is incredibly crucial.
It's truly a blessing because you get to work with so many talented people and people who have the same interest in you. So this is really a place that you can find people with the same interests and make friends long term.
Singing means a lot because my mom used to be an opera singer, so it kind of is sort of in the family. And if I was able to be I want to be able to do this for a living.
The arts give to the soul, the individual person. It gives us a reason to get up in the morning. For a lot of our students, it's the reason why they come to school. And then it helps them strive and thrive in their other classes as well.
It is definitely an interesting experience, and I don't think you're going to regret it. If you're into singing and you want to be able to try an on-stage type thing, definitely go for All County.
She waddles as she flies.
Great job, middle school choir. On behalf of the Pinellas County Music Educators Association, I want to give a big shout out to our all-county coordinators. Our coordinators work hundreds of hours organizing rehearsals and working with parents and students and teachers and conductors to make sure that this is a great experience for our students. Having been a coordinator myself, I know how hard that job really is. The coordinator for our women's choir is Matt Clear, choral director at PCCA at Gibbs High School. It is my great pleasure to introduce our high school women's choir. The 2020 Women's Choir will be conducted by Dr. Natalie Malice. Dr. Malice is the Director of Choral Studies at USF Tampa. After leading a professional development workshop for our teachers in the fall, our teachers insisted that we bring Dr. Malice to work with our students, and we are delighted that she accepted that invitation. Accompanying the women's choir this evening is Miss Brenda Danowitz. There are changes to the program, and they are as follows. The first song will be Sound the Trumpet, followed by Duo Seraphim. The third piece will be Fire from Elements, Fourth will be Weep No More. And finally, Jordan's Angels. Please welcome Dr. Natalie Malice and the 2020 All-County High School Women's Choir.
Good evening, and thank you for coming together and choosing music. Music in our schools, music in our community, and music in our lives. Our musical journey began yesterday, and tonight we started in England. You'll join us now as we travel to Spain, and then to Canada, and then we'll circle back to the United States. From the 1500s, this is Duo Seraphim. We will close our portion of this evening's musical presentation with a piece called Jordan's Angels. One of the most fantastic things that we have discovered about one another is that there's no one way to create a musical experience. Thank you for giving all of us this opportunity to share our musical journey with you. Jordan's Angels.
Looking out over Jordan, all I could see, a band of angels coming after me. Gabriel was playing the trumpet, David was playing the harp. Someday my soul shall be free, I shall be free. All night and all day, angels keep a watching over me, my Lord. All night and all day, angels watching over me, I shall be free. As I was looking out over Jordan, all I could see was a band of angels that were coming after me. Gabriel was playing the trumpet, Gabriel was on the trumpet, and David was playing the harp. Someday my soul shall be free. Looking out over Jordan, all I could see was a band of angels coming for me. Looking out over Jordan, all I could see was a band of angels coming for me. Looking out over Jordan, all I could see was a band of angels coming for me. Looking out over Jordan, all I could see was a band of angels coming for me. Oh, Jordan, all I could see was a band of angels coming for my Lord. Oh, Jordan, all I could see was a band of angels coming for my Lord. Angels, angels, I shall be
And just another wonderful choir. How about one more round of applause for these spectacular ladies? Aren't we so delighted that Dr. Malice has moved to Tampa to teach at USF? We are so fortunate to have that level of musicianship in our Tampa Bay area. And thank you also to Mrs. Richardson for being such a fine co-host of our program this evening. You know, you're seeing great musical achievement, kids who've been working in very rigorous ways over the past few days. But But I must tell you, these kids are successful way beyond music. I heard this afternoon, I think it's one of the soloists you'll hear last tonight, is not only contemplating a wonderful musical college experience, but is also kind of juggling pre-med at Columbia. And that's not unusual. We have students that are successful in a wide variety of areas, and we have graduates that use these musical skills and things they have learned in a wide variety of professions. We are just so proud of them. And part of that's because of the process of what it takes to make this happen. So as we're getting ready for our SATB, let's take a look at our high school students and teachers rehearsing and getting ready to present this concert.
I love music, so coming and doing this, it's of course voluntary, but it's something that I will always push myself to do. And it's an amazing experience. You're with tons of kids and it's constant, intense learning, and you're learning all these new pieces and working with different clinicians, and it's really fun. It's really fun.
So the all-county concert is important because it not only gets to show what the kids have been doing all year, it's a way for the kids to show everyone else in the county that this is something that matters to everyone and not just at their own school. It shows them that why they spend so many hours after school rehearsing, and just the kind of beauty and the magic that they can create with just their voices.
It's really fun. It's like everyone from all around the school, all around the county, get to come together and sing all these really fun songs and like come together as a family.
I really like that people can find like their passion through music, because it's something that people can be really passionate about, and they can pursue that like as a life goal.
Well, I hope that the students find a sense of belonging and purpose, and that they feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves. I think we try to do that in all of our ensembles, but particularly when working with a clinician that they wouldn't normally get to, it's really fun to get to know them and to maybe hear something explained a different way than your normal high school choir director would, and so that they can take that back with them to their high school choir as well.
I think my favorite part is working with the clinicians, because they all have something different to say. Each clinician from a different school, brings a different point of view and points something out in the music. And I think it's really good hearing what different clinicians have to say, because it definitely changes up what you're used to hearing.
Music is very important in education today. Music is the lifeblood of what we do, and I could tell you stories of so many students who come to school because they're involved in an ensemble, and it gives them a reason to get out of bed in the morning.
The all-county chorus is an amazing, enriching experience, and it definitely grows your musical ear, yourself as a musician, your sight reading abilities, and it helps you meet more people that are in love with the same thing you are.
As you have seen in all the videos this evening, our coordinators are so important to these concerts. Gabe Irizarry, choral director at Largo High School, has done an amazing job coordinating our high school mixed choir and also helping with the women's choir. This year, high school all-county mixed choir is under the distinguished direction of Dr. Amanda Quist. And as you can see from your program, Dr. Quist is an accomplished choral music educator currently serving as the director of choral activities at the University of Miami's Frost School of Music. She is an accomplished choral director and an active guest conductor and clinician throughout the United States, and we are thrilled to have her here to work with our students. Accompanying the mixed choir this evening is Bridget Polson. There are changes to your program, and they are as follows. The first piece is Lizella, followed by Weep, Oh My Eyes. Then, thirdly, Awake the Trumpet's Lofty Sound, Please Stay, and finally, He'll Make a Way. Please welcome Dr. Quist and the 2020 High School All-County Mixed Choir.
Good evening. I don't normally start with speaking, but I just wanted to explain the first piece that we're going to sing for you because it's in a South African dialect. It's called Lizela, and it means, we come in and the spirit is moved. These students learned this piece for the first time yesterday, because I taught it to them by rote. And rote teaching is where you just sing something and then they repeat it back. So there's no music written down because there is no music that exists for this piece. So they learned it and they memorized it in less than 24 hours, which is amazing. And I'm glad that that happened. We are going to sing that piece directly into the piece that follows. And in South Africa, when you sing, you move your body. So we have actually taught them the movements that the South African people do when they sing this piece. So we come in and the spirit is moved. We hope that you are moved tonight as I have been by these amazing singers and enjoy our program. Thank you.
Moja, trumpet's lofty sound. Awake the trumpet's lofty sound. Awake, awake, awake the trumpet's lofty sound. We hail this joyful day, for God is crowned. Come forth to hear the mighty praise resound. We hail this joyful day, for God is crowned. Awake, 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 awake. We hail this joyful day, for God is crowned. Come to hear the mighty praise resound. Come forth to hear the mighty praise resound. Wake the trumpets, wake the trumpets, wake the sound, wake the sound, lofty sound. We hail this joyful day, for God is crowned. Come forth to hear the mighty praise resound. We hail this joyful day, we hail this joyful day, we hail this day, for God is crowned. Awake, wake the trumpet's lofty sound. Awake, the trumpet's lofty sound. We hail this joyful day, for God is crowned. Come forth to hear the mighty praise resound.
So just a few announcements before we sing the final two pieces, because we will sing them from one to the next. I have some soloists' names to announce, and I really promise to do my best not to mispronounce them. And if I do, I apologize, but I have been practicing and using my IPA, which is the International Phonetic Alphabet, to write them out and learn the pronunciation. So hopefully I will not mess this up. The next piece that we are going to sing for you is called Please Stay by Jake Runnestad. Jake Runnestad wrote this piece in response to several people reaching out about mental illness. There was a hashtag put on Twitter that was hashtag I kept living. And for people for whom mental illness or any kind of depression or anxiety has affected, we're able to reach out and respond to the hashtag. He collected those tweets and wove them into a piece of music. And if you are familiar at all with students that are middle school and high school age, these are things that these students regularly experience either in themselves or with friends or people that are close to them. And so this piece is a difficult piece for us to perform, but it's also, I think, really, really important to create awareness and a system of support. So for Please Stay, we have two singing soloists, and the first one is Ioana Andrianu, and the second is Sam Lopez. And the speaking solos, there will be several speakers who will come out and say the words that were written for the hashtag. The first is Dylan Curry, Megan Holmes, Kimmy Lawrence, Frankie Traficanto, Grace Lauser, B. Van Paris, Joshua Hernandez, Epi Garland, and Kat Dixon. So you'll hear each of them come out and speak the hashtag. And then the final piece we're gonna sing for you is called He'll Make a Way. And this is sort of our response to Please Stay. It's a song of hope, a song of looking forward, and a song of joy. And that's how we hope to leave this tonight. And certainly has been my privilege and honor to work with these young artists behind me. They're very, very brilliant, and they have really thoughtful things to say, and they're great singers. And also a big thank you to our incredible accompanist, who's been just the most amazing orchestra I could ever hope for. So thank you to all of you. Three soloists on He'll Make a Way are Lafayette Renfro, Gregory Franklin, and Roxy Brailsford. So we hope you enjoy Please Stay, followed by He'll Make a Way. And again, thank you for letting me be a part of Pinellas County. It's been absolutely my pleasure to make music with everyone here on stage.
Don't let your worst day be your last. The storm is strong, but it will pass. You think you can't go on another day, but please stay. Just stay. Please stay. Just stay.
My happiness is no longer in the hands of other people.
I realized that what people say about me reflects who they are, not who I am.
It's okay to be a work in progress.
Sharing your feelings does not make you weak.
Some days are still such a struggle.
All I can think about is Jessie.
I wish she kept living.
I decided to get help instead of going at it alone.
It was hard as hell, but I kept living.
One person took the time to listen and understand, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. They saved a soul like me. His mercy's everlasting, his truth endures, and he sent his son to set me free.
I know the Lord will make a way. I know the Lord will make a way. Oh yes, if you trust and never doubt, he will bring you out. I know the Lord will make. I know the Lord will make. I know the Lord will make a way.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. His mercy's everlasting, his truth endures, and he sent his son to set me free.
I know the Lord will make a way. I know the Lord will make a way. Oh yes, if you trust and never doubt, he will bring you out. I know the Lord will make. I know the Lord will make. I know the Lord will make a way. He's there and he cares for me. He cares and he'll set you free. Trust and never doubt, he will bring you out. I know the Lord will make. I know the Lord will make. I know the Lord will make a way. Make a way. Make a way. Make a way. Lord, make a way. Make a way. I know he'll make a way. Make a way. Make a way. Lord, make a way. Make a way. I know he'll swing down chariots. God will make a way. 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 Swing down
Truly amazing, the power of music. What a wonderful, wonderful performance of Dr. Quist and our students. Just inspiring. As has been our tradition, we will do a combined piece with all of our student musicians. And as we prepare for this, it's an appropriate time to thank again our wonderful, hardworking music teachers, coordinators, conductors, and parent volunteers. As Ms. Richardson mentioned, tonight would simply not have been possible without the tremendous efforts of our component chairpersons, Liza Dean, Matt Clear, and Gabe Irizarry. Very special thanks to Barbara Frank, Michael Vetter, Lisa Lehman, and David Tagliarini for being kind of guardian angels in the Performing Arts Office for these events. I also want to remind you that this program has been recorded by our very talented colleagues in the Strategic Communications Department, and again, there's a link in your program. The wonderful music that you've heard tonight is due in part to you, as I mentioned, because of the referendum, and our programs would not be so strong without this vital support. And as we close this concert, are we ready? We look like we are. As we close this concert, we wanted to honor their unity walk and their message, presenting a piece entitled Dreams That Children Dream. Because don't we all want a better future for all of our children? And so, amen. And some of the lines of the text that you are about to hear are as follows. In the golden light of morning, with the rising of the sun, our anticipation builds for the adventures soon to come. There are mountaintops to conquer, there are oceans to explore. In the dreams that children dream, the world's an open door. The dreams that children dreams, the dreams we dream. Dream with me of what our world could be. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2020 All-County Choral Musicians performing Dreams That Children Dream, conducted by Dr. Natalie Malice.